Okay, so, oh yeah, sorry, for some reason my pen doesn't work. Ah, Anyway, so I've got this thing here. It says how to install the latest EXO system 2. I think I've just highlighted that. Can you see it okay?
No. Where are we?
Just on the page. Oh wait, I think it's showing the wrong screen. There you go. Now you should see it.
Yep. Okay.
Brilliant. So it says how to install the latest EXO system 2.
Yep.
Now, if you click on that, it'll actually tell you the steps to do so. And more
Mhm.
importantly, it actually shows you the file you need to download.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So do we have to do that on all exos, or do we just
um, the whole idea for this, because I think Blacktown North has a couple of hundred, if memory serves me right.
180, 170?
Mm-mm. Because what we wanted to do is get that done for the teachers only, and then from the teachers, get the teachers to uh, have their students do it after that. So the whole idea for it is to empower the teachers with the skills, and then they'd be able to teach their students how to do it.
All right.
Now, because you've attended the webinar, what we actually do is provide it's per school it works as. Each school that attends the webinar gets up to 10 USB sticks with the latest updates on them,
Okay.
and you can just make multiple copies of that if you want, and use that to flash the system basically.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'll put that page there. Do you have an EXO handy?
I do.
Fantastic. Um, if you've got a USB stick and if your PC is handy, just make sure the USB stick is empty and go to this website that I'm typing in. I think you should be able to. I think you should be able to select or click on that one. Hold on. Okay. I'll put it on the.
Okay.
I'll put it on the chat as well, so people can actually see it too. So that should be
Yeah.
clickable. Yep, and just download the update on your stick, and plug your stick onto the XO. It automatically reads it, and it erases everything, and puts the brand new image in.
Okay. Cool.
There you go, nice and easy.
So just go straight through the through the USB straight onto the new straight
Correct,
onto the
to the
yeah.
XO.
Okay. Cool.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. All right, mate. Look, we might as well get started. It's 6:02, so I'll put you on mute. And hang on,
Yeah.
Tracy's got her hands up. All right, mate. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Sorry, yeah. I'm a big R. Kelly fan. I used to used to listen to a lot of um, R&B when I was a kid. Hang on, I've got Tracy. G'day, Tracy. Can you hear me? Okay. I can hear you, Tracy. Okay. Well, folks, I'll just get started now. So, welcome to the One Education webinar for this week. The whole idea for this seminar is for us to learn about the Literacy Planet app and what it can do for your students, and as primary school teachers, how it can benefit uh, your method of teaching for literacy and for your basic pedagogy. My whole idea for this is we've had a strategic partnership meeting with the guys at Literacy Planet, and they turned around and said they'll be able to provide every XO user with a free term 3 trial. So normally their trials are only for 30 days, but in the application, if you actually let them know I'm with One Education or I'm an XO user, you'd be able to let them know about that. They'd be able to then fast track your application and give you the whole term 3 free. So hang on a sec. I'll put that all together. But first and foremost, a bit of housekeeping, guys. On your or there's a dashboard, and it has an orange button, and that orange button actually lets you access the chat, the questions, and the polls pane. So what you need to do is, if you'd like for me to unmute you and you can have a chat with me, you can actually just press your hand up button, and I'll unmute you, and you've got the floor. Or if you'd like to ask something, just type away in the questions pane. It's a fairly short webinar today, so I'll be able to open up the floor for questions and basic troubleshooting. Now, Karen Ali, I've got you here, and I've got Karen Wosley as well. Let me go with Karen Ali first. She's got her hand up. Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well, and yourself?
Not too bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to have all good.
All right, mate. I'll put you on mute. Thank you. Cheers.
No, thank you.
Okay. So I've got Karen Wosley. Hi, Karen. Oh, hang on. You've muted yourself, Dal. I can't talk to you with that. Okay. So if you click on the microphone button, you can unmute yourself, and you can talk to me, and I'll be able to give you the floor. Alternatively, you can just type it on the questions pane. So. All right. So, folks, basically, that's how I'd like to run the night. If you've got any questions, please feel free to just type it on chat, type it on the questions pane, or click your hand up button, and I'll be able to open that up for you, and you have the floor. Okay. Now, thank you to Ashley Hughes for noticing my ringtone. I apologize. I've turned my phone off now. If you'd like to actually go with me to this website, it's called literacyplanet.com. Okay, so if everybody can please have a click through there and visit that website. Okay, when you've arrived at the Literacy Planet website, could you please press your hand up button so I know if you're already there. All right, beautiful. So most of us are already there. Right. So what I'll do now, folks, is I'll quickly run through. Hang on a second. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get my my pen and highlighter to work. Okay. So what you need to do is you can actually click on Literacy Planet for Teachers. Okay. So when you do that, you get to see the Start Your School's free trial today. Okay. And when you click on the Start Your School's free trial today, it gives you 30 days for Literacy Planet, but you actually get to fill in the form here. So I'm quickly going to fill in the forms. Excuse me. Oh, it's already been taken. Okay. So what you do is you can just put in the school. Now I'm going to pick on Philip because I had a chat with him earlier, and he's from Blacktown North Public School. So I'm just going to put in that. Excuse me. So if you actually put in at the end of your application, just put in the XO school, what we've done is instead of 30 days, you actually get given the full term 3 for the trial. So what's going to happen is Literacy Planet will see that application. It's then going to proceed with giving you access to it. But the important thing to note is that you're an XO user and you have some special deals up your sleeve. Okay. So folks, once you've gotten that, you can actually nominate what the best time to contact you. And make a quick note on there as well. And after that, it's actually going to lead you to the Literacy Planet dashboard, which you can then add students, you can add a class. What we've actually done is Louisa, one of my cohorts, actually created a One Education page. Fantastic. So some of you have already actually applied for it. So I've got Rhonda. Hang on. Actually, Rhonda, if you don't mind, I'm going to unmute you. Hi, Rhonda. Yep. We can hear you. You can talk on the microphone. I can hear you typing.
Ah, okay. I didn't think my mic worked. Sorry.
You're fine. So it says here that you've already had the free trial till the end of the term. Yeah. If you let them know you're a One Education school, they'll extend that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so all you need to do is either send them an email or have a chat with customer service on the phone, and they'll give you a full extension.
Okay, I'll organise it then. Thank
Cool. Have you had a play with it already?
you. Very briefly.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll quickly run through what. Well, I'm not an expert at it, but I'll show you what I've done so far, and yeah, I'll put you on mute and I'll go on to Kay. Hold on, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly unmute Kay. Where's Kay? There she is. G'day. Hi, Kay.
Hi. Yeah, I said on your email or somewhere I saw that it was going to be for the rest of the year.
Yes.
So when I sent yesterday or last night the whole school's email, the whole school's addresses and stuff,
Perfect.
I said that they said that we would have it for the rest of the year, and they said that's okay. So it's not just term 3.
Exactly right. So one of the conditions is if the whole school wants to give it a try, it actually extends the trial for the end of the year, which is kind of cool. So you can have a good 6 months of trialing it out, making sure that the kids are happy with it. What we found is that we actually have had great success with kids learning how to, improving in their literacy and goodness, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Phonetics, how to pronounce
Yeah,
words. Phonics, there you go. So they've improved quite a lot on that one using Literacy Planet. So there you go, folks. All right, Kate. Thanks so much. I'll put you on mute again.
But if you just put it, if you send the whole school, then if you go one class, you only get it for a term. But if you go the whole school, you get it for a whole year. So why wouldn't you just do the whole school? Just doesn't make sense to do one class.
Just we do know that there are some teachers who are a little bit tentative, so we want to respect that as well. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Even if you've already got hang on, let me just scroll up on this screen. Louisa made this. I'll put it on the I'll put it on the. Oopsie, sorry. I will put it on the chat so everybody can have access to it. This is the page so you can do a step by step on how to get your account for Literacy Planet. Louisa was kind enough to get that organized for us. And there's a bit there that says Literacy Planet migration right about here. And if you've got a spreadsheet of the school students already, just even cut and paste onto that and email it to the guys at Literacy Planet, and they'll give you the whole term, the whole rest of the year for free, which is kind of cool. So, folks, I'll put you on mute again, Kay, and I'll get started with the rest of the instructions. Thanks, Kay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I love about this environment. It's because it's not just myself yammering on. I want to open it up for the rest of the teachers to help us out as well, which is cool. That way, it's not just myself having a chat. Now, what I want to do, folks, is I want to actually show you what I've done with my children. So I use my boss's. Okay. Oh, sorry. So I'll quickly go back, Tracy. So on the application, when you actually write the name of your school, you can actually put at the end of it One Education or XO School. So when you're actually nominating, this is the name of my school. And hang on. So say for example, if Philip is going to apply, um, he's going to say Blacktown North and then space XO School. In your case, if you've got so Avondale Primary School space XO School, or alternatively, if you're already past that, where it says please call me, you can actually put some freehand writing on where the suggested time is as well. So there you go. I hope that helped, Trace. Cool, awesome. All right, so getting back to it, so what I've done with my own children is I've actually organized a pre-existing account with them. Okay, so just taking a step back. So teachers, if you'd like to know more about getting that Literacy Planet account, Lewis has done this article on the One Network website. The website is now posted on chat. You should all have that on your screen right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is also put a quick poll. So while I'm setting up my XO to be able to share with the rest of you teachers, I'm going to put a quick poll just to see if people have found out about our forums page. So if you can just press yes or no whether or not you've visited our forums page. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to quickly get my XO ready to go. So teachers, your XO will have the Literacy Planet app pre-installed already, which is a great relief. You don't have to download anything. Okay, so I'm just closing the the question, the poll. I'm closing that in 5 seconds. Okay, just closing that now. So most of the teachers already have visited the forums page. What I'll do is I'll quickly show you what it looks like, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So why is it important to visit the forums page? Well, number one, it's got all of the webinar uh, curriculum. I shouldn't say curriculum, but all of the webinar topics there. And you can also use that post to have a look at the previous webinar episodes we've got. This is week 2, and this is week 3. So please feel free to visit the forums. I'll post on chat the website for it. Okay. So the reason I did that, folks, is I wanted everybody to have easy access to this recording. If you have any concerns, oh, hang on, I wasn't really listening, I missed that. All you need to do is go to the webinar recording and have a bit of a watch. You can even put it on YouTube, watch it at 3 times or 4 times the speed until the spot that you'd be interested on, and play it at normal speed then. Okay, so any questions so far, teachers? All good? Okay, moving on. So Literacy Planet, like I said, has already been preloaded, which is fantastic. And all you need to do to access it is to go to the app drawer. So I'm just going to quickly show you what the app drawer looks like. If you're already a keen XO user, you would have had this. You already know what this looks like, but there's the app drawer right there. Just have a bit of a press on that, and Literacy Planet is right there. Okay, so once it's loaded, you can see what Literacy Planet looks like on the XO for the students, and I'm logging in under my son's name. Okay. So just on my XO, I'm going to type in my login and my password. Logging in. So one good thing about this is it's actually quite specific to the student, which means you can actually use this as a bit of grading. So say, for example, you've got the whole class participating in Literacy Planet. You can then isolate which students need help in what area, which is quite good. So Kerry, what's going to happen is, Kerry Baker asked the question: does each student receive a personal username and password? Quick answer is yes, they do. Once you actually hand in the list of students you'd like to participate, Literacy Planet then organizes a login and password for them. Now, to give you an idea what that looks like, I'm just quickly going to put this here. So this is my son, this is my daughter, that's my son, and this is just some person I made up. It's fairly simple. It's normally the first 2 initials, a noun and a number, and that's it. There you go. So I hope I answered the question all right. Cool. All right. So to quickly answer that question, Kerry, yes, everyone gets a a personalized password and everything. And most definitely they can access this from home as well, because this is actually web-based as well. So if I enter this as a student, so I'm going to quickly do that now. So the Literacy Planet website is it's, how do I say this? It's got a lot of apps enabled for it, but I think they're either Shockwave or Flash and doesn't work on mobile devices. That's why you have to download the app. So I'm going to do a student login, and I'm going to log in as my daughter. There you go. Very good question, Philip. With the main difference between reading eggs and Literacy Planet is mainly the features. So you can actually control the Literacy Planet activities a lot more. And look, there's a lot of similarities between the two, but uh, in terms of XO usage, the biggest difference, well, Literacy Planet, I believe, is $20 per student per year, I think. And with One Education's deal, you can actually get up to 60% off of that, which is quite a huge discount. And so it's the price point that's a big difference. And at the same time, you've also got the ability to, um, I guess, have a bit more control over the activities. And with Literacy Planet, you can definitely use it on the XO without any hitches. And if you have found any glitches on the app, all you need to do is let us know. We're in close communication with the developers. They can easily get that fixed. Reading Eggs, on the other hand, I have been in touch with 3P Learning. They're very happy to put to put Reading Eggs into a XO friendly format on a HTML5 web page, but they're not budging on the price, unfortunately. Yeah. The whole idea for us with the XO is to provide technology for students in low socioeconomic areas. So for us to have an expensive subscription app is really contrary to what our core ethos as a charity is. So we try not to go for many of these paid apps. But if they're willing to offer a significant discount, mate, we welcome them with open arms. So, Philip, I hope I managed to answer that question all right for you. Cool. So, moving on, folks, I'll show you what the app looks like again. So, what I'm doing now is I'm just quickly going to read my son. My son is going to read a story. I just kind of swipe this way so I can see more of the activities. Okay. I'm going to press stories, and it's going to show me a selection. I can read about creatures, and let's have a chat about Buzz the Bee. Now I'm going to pump up the volume so you all can hear, but it actually reads for the child, and it has simple enough words so the child can follow along if they're able to. Okay. Now, a quick caveat with this, teachers, you will need to have internet connectivity for this. So please make sure that you are connected onto the internet. An assumption I am making is that number one, all teachers using this app already has the most up-to-date Android version that we've offered. And the second assumption is that you're all online using the Connect app. So if you don't know anything about those, please type in chat or let me know. I'll be able to tell you which webinar series to watch, or I'll be able to organize a phone conversation with the rest of the staff so we can do a bit of an in-house training for you, and I'll be able to do that via video conferencing. Okay, so let's have a chat with Buzz the Bee. Buzz the Bee. I'm just using my finger to flip the page and pressing the speaker button. This is Buzz. He is a bee. He lives in the garden. He sits on a bush. So, Nari, thanks for letting me know about that. With the sound, it might be worth having the children have, because I know with my daughter, she's in Sherwood Ridge Public School. She actually is required to have a pair of earphones with her. So it might be worth having the children bring their own earphones. It's only like $3 or something like that from Big W. And we have an earphone jack on the side of the XO, and that'll be able to uh, be sufficient enough if the speakers aren't loud enough for you. So I hope that's going to work for a little bit better, Nari. We might need to have a chat about that too, because there are some apps that seem to be working fine with me. So Nari just pointed out that in some apps that she's noticed, the sound quality is not that crash hot, and I think it could either be just the speakers on the XR, and you just need to plug in a pair of earphones on it, or if it's really bad, it might be worth the tech guys having a look and see if we can replace the speakers for you. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. All right. So moving on for that, folks. So that's a story that you can read for your students, or the students can read for themselves. And there's multiple choices of that. But if you'd like for them to get a little bit more into the literacy side of things, just going onto the back button there. Okay. So I'm back to the home page. Sorry, guys, I just need to do something. I'll put you on pause for a moment. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. I'm just going to pause this and I'm going to I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that, teachers. Scenario is we actually have head office in one of these heritage listed buildings in Sydney City, and there's no air conditioning or heating. And the guys have all left. I'm the only one here left in the office, and they left the window open, and I'm freezing. So there you go. Okay, let's have a chat about one of the other activities you can do. So I just chose level 1, and for spelling, so let's go to term 2, spelling. And you've actually got multiple activities for the students to do. Word recognition, putting things at the alphabetical order. So let's try long vowel O ending, and let's put it at spelling. And you can choose which activity you can do. So I'm just going to click on, say, spell this word. So teachers, hopefully by the end of tonight, everyone should have had at least completed the application form. Jelly Puss is really hungry. Okay. Completed the application for Literacy Planet, and we could now ask the guys from Literacy Planet to process that and give you guys access. Have a play over the week, or have a play across the days. That way, our friend Helen from Literacy Planet can then talk in detail on how to maximize what you guys can do as teachers, and what uh, basically just the finer edge of things for what Literacy Planet can do. Okay, so again, this is just another
Go. 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 To. Num.
Okay, so the word here they wanted us to spell it go, G-O, and if you press this button here, it's going to repeat the word, and if you press this button here, it's going to use it in a sentence, which is quite intuitive. So I'll choose another. So
I like my cat. So I pat it.
okay, I just realized what I've done. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh boy, I feel like an absolute tool. Sorry, folks. I'm still on pause, for crying out loud. Okay, so basically what I did, folks, is I chose a spelling um, a spelling activity. Okay, and it's just providing me with long O word sounds. Yep, there you go. Sorry, guys. I closed the window and turned the lights back on, and I forgot to put myself on freeze. Sorry, guys. So just one last thing I wanted to do.
No.
There you go. So it's going to save my progress. That took me all of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, apparently. And if it's good enough,
Congratulations.
I get an award.
You have achieved gold level accuracy.
Now, if you notice, the students actually get currency. I just got $3 gold there, and I've got 3 purple stars. Okay. Let me see if I can get prizes for that. In some cases, when you press prize wheel, because you've got that gold standard, you can actually spin the wheel for a prize. And one of the cool features it has is it's actually got mini games as well. I just missed out. I got bonus credits instead of a mini game. But yeah, so that's basically it, folks. That's Literacy Planet for you. It kind of incorporates video games and literacy all into one. It's quite a good app, and I highly encourage you guys to put that application forward so we can provide you with another tool using the XOs. So, folks, because this is basically all of what I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to also talk to the teachers about how you can use it in practice. So now that you teachers have theoretically um, used Literacy Planet, the students are getting a lot better with uh, their spelling, with their word constructions, and with their phonetics. You can now use this app here called WPS Office. That's the red looking W there. And that actually launches you to a Word document, a PowerPoint document, or a spreadsheet document. Okay, so this is already preloaded. So to answer your question, Philip, this actually is already preloaded to your on your devices. So whether or not you choose to go ahead with Literacy Planet, this is still available for you. It's called WPS Office and is found on the bottom toolbar right about there. Okay. So let's say, for example, I want to write a document. Just click on that. and it's actually going to load up like a miniature Word screen, and it works like any type of word processor. You can insert files, you can type paragraphs, tell a story, that type of thing. Ah, right. Very good question. So, Rob, you see, you find that presentation still dies every now and then. Hang on, let me actually unmute yourself, Rob. Mr. Linus, how you going?
Good, thanks.
That's
How are you?
doing well, sir. Doing well. So, mate, how long has it been since the the presentation works and then dies after how long?
It's pretty intermittent, so kids will be using it for
Mm-mm-mm.
like sometimes a minute. Some
Yeah,
kids will be using it for 10 minutes and
yeah, yeah.
others fine. They're typing, it stops typing and then it just shuts down.
Wow, fair enough. And is that using the most up-to-date version of the Android update?
Yeah, it is. And I was hoping I was going to fix it, but no luck yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let me actually have a chat with. Thanks for putting that to our attention. And we actually thought that this was going to be solved by just doing the update. Let me make a note on that one. So presentation still making a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. One quick fix that I've thought of is basically pressing this button here. Sorry, pressing this button here. That actually shows you all of the other open apps. And if you actually just swipe that down, that's going to get rid of that and free up a bit of the memory.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll help a bit, because a good suspicion of mine is just that the students may have other operations running and maybe the memory isn't coping too well. So yeah, just those possibilities there.
Yeah, we'll give that a try. Thanks, mate.
Not a problem, sir. Now I've got Susie Florence putting her hand up. Susie, I'm unmuting you now. Hi, Susie.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing well, doing well. So you've got your hand up. Is there anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, I was just wondering, with the WPS Office,
Yes.
is there a shortcut way to save to USBs yet, or do you still have to go the long way?
Great question. It still has to use the ES File Explorer. So for some reason, it actually doesn't
Okay.
recognize it doesn't actually recognize USBs just yet. But I know for New South Wales schools, they've enabled some of them have enabled cloud saving. So say for example, I'd like to save. I can actually save this and go to the cloud. So you've got cloud storage. So I can save to Google Drive, which I've already set that up previously, and you can even go to the OneDrive with Microsoft, or if you want Dropbox, you can put it on Dropbox as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope that
No worries.
helped.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yes, thanks.
So teachers, let me just quickly open something that I've prepared previously. Okay. So this is something that I've done with a pre-existing document. I've added pictures to it that I found online. So once you found that these students of yours have already improved in their uh, in their literacy, you can then have them do a practical exercise like construct a news article that they'd like to present, or tell a story of how their weekend went, something funny that happened to them, or something they'd like to share with the class. So just I guess just some suggestions on how you can put what the app does into practice. And say, for example, you'd like to save it. All you need to do is go File. You can put save as or export to PDF. Actually, if you press save as, you can actually change the format to text, doc, docx, or PDF. So pretty powerful stuff. Okay. Now there's a couple of questions here. Okay, so Menaka, I'll talk to you separately about this issue because I think that's worth our time. Okay, so could you not use? Sorry, Ashley just said, could you not use Google Slides? It's online and there's and it's already here as well. Yep, fantastic. Now, if you guys have access to the Google apps, that's more than fine for you to be able to use it. So the Google version of PowerPoint is this one right here. Actually, you can't really see that, can you? Is this one right here? Slides. There you go. So, folks, this basically concludes the webinar for tonight. Like I said, it is a bit of a short one. But before I let you guys go, I'm going to have another what do you call it? Another poll. This is basically because we want to encourage as many teachers as possible to join us in Android, and I want to make sure number one you're connected online. Number two, so number one you've got the correct version on your laptops, and number two I want you to join us online. Yeah. So, folks, when you're available, I'll be able to organize a phone conferencing if you are in New South Wales and a reasonable driving distance from Sydney. I can even pop myself and Lewis in, and we can have a chat with you and train personally. If you're a bit of a drive away from us, and say for example you're in Western Australia, I can't really drive to WA and be home for dinner. It's a bit long. So what I'll do is I'll organize for a video conferencing, but it's kind of like me being there except on video, and I'll be able to interact with the rest of the teachers as well. So, yep, I'm just closing that now. So thank you so much for that, folks. That's basically what I wanted to do. Now, like I said, the aim of this night is just to basically make sure all of the teachers have had their application down for Literacy Planet. Now, just for the previous question that I've had here from Manaka. Sorry. So if you're still from Sugar Labs, say for example your school still uses Sugar, and you'd like to transfer over to Android, I think it's worth us visiting that website again. So let me just close this one. Okay. So that website, just going to type that in. So that's support.one-education.org, and you can basically just click on how to install the latest Exosystem 2. And so for a quick question, so say for example, you're still getting that up and running, and the teachers haven't had a chance to do it yet. All you need to do is just start the application for yourself, have them, and just talk to the people at Literacy Planet. So Manaka, to answer your question, you can just ask them to give you a call at a convenient time, and you can start the trial for the whole school that way. So just contact them directly, and they'll be able to help you out. So that's pretty much it, folks. So teachers, are there any other questions or something that you'd like to share with the group? Anything at all? Okay. So we've got Deborah. Hi, Miss Pearson. How you going? That's good. So what would you like to share with the group? Sorry, Deb. It's just really faint. Would you be able to speak closer to the microphone, please?
Okay. Is
That's
that better?
Heaps better.
Okay. The microphone was a bit off. Okay. I was just wondering, with Literacy Planet, if I go back to Mathletics, the app for Mathletics on the XO, you can log in as a teacher, but you open up the student access. You know what I mean? Is that going to be possible on Literacy Planet? Because I know at the moment you can only it won't let you log in unless you are a student.
With Literacy Planet, the way it's designed is for the teacher to have, say for example, you're the teacher with the classroom for Literacy Planet. What you do is you actually go and modify using the web interface on your laptop or a personal computer, and it'll immediately, like in real time, affect what's happening with Literacy Planet with a student. So it's not
Okay.
actually designed for, because with Mathletics you log in as a teacher, you set the class tasks or a student's particular tasks, and then log out and the student logs in as a student, isn't it?
Yeah. But also on the
Hmm.
XO, when I to show them, to demonstrate what we're doing in that, it's sometimes good to be able to show them through the student model.
You know what? I haven't actually tried. Let me actually do that now. I'll log in using my let me see. That's actually something we can ask Helen when she comes next week. So I might put that in a parking spot first, and then ask Helen when she comes over. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks.
Cheers. Okay. So, folks, hang on a sec. Nari was saying, how do you, so this is totally unrelated. So folks, just in the last 5 minutes of the webinar, if you've got any questions, just put your hand up and I'll give you the floor. But Nari was asking, how do you safely eject the USB? I'll show you how I do it for me. I actually don't believe in ejecting the USB safety. I'm a bit of a rebel that way. Either that or I'm just really lazy. But if I have a USB stick, I'll just yank it out after. All you need to do is make sure that all of the activities for that USB is done. As in, if you're loading a file, just make sure that the dialog box comes up and says file transfer complete or whatever. And then I just yank it out. I don't actually bother ejecting it. Okay, so Philip's asking a great question. How do you then export the student's work from the XO to the USB? Now, with the WPS software, another reason why I love using WPS is, sorry, I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to actually log in. One of the reasons I love using WPS software is because you have everything saved nice and neat on on your XR under the Documents tab, and it's a little W there too, so you remember exactly where it is. So, Philip, I'm just plugging in a generic USB stick now, and you can see there's prepping USB storage. I can see that now. Now, with WPS, we wrote that I'm hungry document. Press and hold the document in question until you see the little tick box there. Then you can select from the commands below. You can copy, cut, delete, rename, or you can even share. Okay, so you've got a lot of options there. Now I'm going to press copy. So it's now copied that. I'm going to then select the USB storage. And if you notice, it actually has paste. Just press that. And it's transferred. Done. Okay, done. And the other way is exactly the same. So say, for example, I just finished my prac teaching as a physics and science teacher, and I want to show everybody what insulators and conductors do. So I'm going to choose insulators and conductors. I'm currently in my USB storage. So insulators and conductors, select, copy, go to home, and I can select any one of these folders or just paste it. There you go. So yeah, so basically if you've got other work that you've done already on the PC and I want to keep working on it on the XR, yeah, feel free to just do exactly that, and you can extract the file from USB storage that way. All right. And to answer Nari's question, I'm just going to yank this bad boy out. And it's going to let me know it's unexpectedly removed. Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. There you go, guys. So, guys, please join us again next week, because next week we'll have Helen from Literacy Planet over. She'll explain all the nitty gritty bits of Literacy Planet for everybody, specifically how to measure your students' progression, how to look at their activity, how to identify the areas of weakness, and I guess a corollary of that is, if you've identified the area of weakness, how can you then take advantage of that information and improve the students' literacy or strengthen the areas they're weak in? Yeah, my pleasure, Rob. Now, so Philip, just to catch up on, I guess what the other apps are. I've so far discussed, I think, 4 apps or something like that in the forums. So, guys, what I've noticed is that when we actually spoke about the forums, there's still a good percentage who haven't visited it. The forums page is just yeah, forum.one-education.org. We have the past webinars linked there, so you can actually have a look at the other topics we've discussed. Webinar number 2 and webinar number 3, both of them actually discuss uh, other apps to use and to take advantage of. But if you're really keen, stay tuned for Lensu. That's actually one of my favorite things, because my daughter found out how to use it and absolutely fell in love with it. So, and she made videos of her drawing mermaids and everything else. So it's kind of cute. So, folks, I'll leave you to it. And again, to answer your question, Phil, just have a look at the other videos. Your EXO actually has a lot of preloaded software already, or alternatively, visit the App Universe on the EXO, and you can download more stuff there. Okay. So let me just unmute Manaka. Manaka, I'm just going to unmute you real quick. G'day, how you going?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Doing well, thank you. Now, just to answer your question, I hope I managed to address it correctly.
Yes, you did. It's only part of the school is on EXO system update 2. The other part of the school is still on Sugar Labs, which we are changing on Monday.
Fantastic,
I
fantastic.
wanted to find out if I can just add all the other teachers to cash in on the literacy plan for the entire
Sure.
year.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Talk to them, eh?
yeah, I just sent them an email while I was talking to you, so they'll probably get in touch with me. And I'm simultaneously adding up my class list there of the students on the Literacy Planet too while I'm talking to you. So, yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
Really good. Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure, Manaka. All the best. What school are you from?
Ashcroft Public School.
Oh, gosh, with John Coletti. There you go. That says
John
everything.
Coletti, right.
All right, mate. I'll leave you to it. Thanks so much, Manaka.
No worries. Thanks, John.
Okay, so hang on a second. So Mary has asked a few. Oh, gosh, I've missed a lot of questions. I'm so sorry, guys. it's normally myself and someone else does the evening, but yeah, I've been left to my devices. I'm so sorry. This is I've missed out on your questions. Um, okay, so I've got Ashley. Yep, I've answered that one. Mary. Mary, just hang on. Where are you? G'day, Mary.
Hi, how's it going?
Doing well, thank you. So you're asking about the Speak app?
Yes.
Okay. So really quickly, if you actually go to App Universe,
Yep.
I hope this is still working because I just shut down my XR. With the App Universe, you can actually go to there's a speak function there. Hang on a sec. There's Peep Light that teaches them pronunciation, and there's also Andy's World and Molly's Rhyme. So those, hang on, here we go. Type and speak as well.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. So that answers that question.
Easy done.
I'm so sorry. I'm normally a lot better than this. All right, mate. I'll put you on mute again.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. I think that's. Oh goodness. Yes, and I hope I answered the question as well. Sol Fletcher just asked if these were taped, where can you find them? Just go to the One Education forums page, and the forums page will have webinars for term 2, and that has the links to the previous weeks as well. Okay. Okay. Now, Kerry, unfortunately, she's already left the webinar. Kerry Baker said, we've got a teacher who'd like misspelt words underlined, like in Word. WPS does not support this. That's a great point. I'm not really sure how that how we can do with that one. I know Google Apps for the documents support that one. So yeah, we don't support it at the moment. I'm sorry. All right, guys, that's about it. If you have any more queries, just give us a call. The phone numbers and the details are on. Put it on the screen real quick, or not. Oh goodness, I thought I had everything under control. So just basically give us a call. I'll put the phone number again on the chat for everybody. So we're available from 8:30 until 5:30 normally. So just feel free to give us a call so we can help you out. Okay. Good question. So Phil, just when the USBs will be sent for, I think, within the next week or so. So what's going to happen is we're going to collate whoever went on that week. We're going to collate the schools that participated, and that way there's no doubling up. So by the end of this week, the guys will collate everyone who's attended the webinars and then send off those sticks for you. Excellent. So, guys, I'm really excited about next week because we'll have a special guest, and I'm sure she'd be able to then teach us some new things in Literacy Planet that I haven't even thought of. So, all right, guys, tune in next week for the same time and same location for exciting stuff on Literacy Planet. All the best, folks. And if you need any questions answered, I'm available tomorrow. I'll give you a call. Thanks, guys.